Hello, welcome back to Dr. Introspect TV, and it's your host, Dr. Introspect, and I'm back. Today we're kicking off our parenting series where I tell you what you could be doing wrong as a parent. Stay tuned. Alright, so we're back. If this is your first time stopping here at the channel, I'll just like to welcome you. Say hello in the comments so that we know that you're there. And if you find that you like this content as you proceed, do subscribe and click the notification bell so that you're the first to know every time we drop a new video. Also, welcome back Odies and Goodies. Today we are not doing our regular scheduled programming of movie analysis. Yes, on this channel we do deep dives into movies, books, and other forms of entertainment, and we use a lens of psychology, philosophy, sociology, and other lenses that can help us delve deeper into these issues and pick up the lessons that we can apply to our lives. And just so you know, I haven't forgotten about our shameless analysis. I'm still getting through it and it will be dropping after this video. Today we're talking about what you could be doing wrong as a parent. This is part of our Candid Chat series on Dr. Introspect TV, and we're going to be having more of these kind of analysis and more so commentary on issues. If you are here and you are a parent and you clicked on this video, I can bet you're probably doing a good job already, and you just want some pointers that can help you do better and be better as a parent for your children. Now I have to say, I'm not here to teach you how to change your kid's diaper or how to bathe them or spank them or anything like that. I'm sure you find tons of other resources. What I want to do today, however, is talk about the deeper things. In this channel, we explore a lot on generational trauma. Some people call them generational curses. And we are essentially trying to break the chain and cycles that go from different generations. And hopefully with information like this, you can do better for your kids and hopefully their own kids, because it always starts with one. All it takes is one person to break the cycle, and I am hoping that through this platform we can have a community of learners, healers, and growers that can create a society where people are more functional and healthy as a whole. Before I start this video analysis, I just like to say that all the information that will be shared here are for educational and informational purposes only. If you find that you need help with a professional, find a therapist or life coach in your area to help you with that. I myself, I am a certified life coach. I enjoy helping people heal and live their best life possible. Now let's get into it. Okay, so let's think about something. What's a common expression that you hear people say all the time? You hear the expression where people look at a woman and they say, "That's your mini me." You know, you tell a woman her daughter is her mini self, or you tell a man his son is his mini self, right? And sometimes it can happen across genders as well. And today in the parenting series, I want to talk about how you could be projecting a lot of things on your child and how that could be detrimental for their future. Word like mini me, what's the harm in that? I have to say, on the surface, this expression is really harmless, and it probably is. But for some people, it holds more depth. There are people that have children and they see their kids as a second chance at life. They see their children as another way for them to realize dreams that they never had or could not achieve. It's like they get to be young again and live vicariously through this child. In other words, their children are seen as an extension of themselves. Now, if you're a woman, you carry this baby in your womb, so it seems like a biological inference that makes sense. This child came out of you and it was a part of you. So it's not too hard to assume that it's kind of like you in a way living, but it's not true. It's not the case. I say this because you see this happen in the kind of choices that some parents make for their children, for their careers, for their education, and essentially the kind of things that would make that child's life worth living for the child, not necessarily for the parents. And that's where this trouble comes in. Maybe you have a child that is artistically gifted, and you have a parent that's trying to push them to study engineering or medicine or something that is of no desire to the child, but because the parent sees the child as an extension of themselves and they want to realize dreams that they couldn't for themselves, they can separate the two. There are other ways this plays out as well. At this level, it's actually not as harmful, but there are toxic dynamics where this gets even further. When parents kind of project their feelings and emotions on their children. So you have parents that are upset and they feel that their children should be upset as well because they are upset, you know. And it creates a kind of confusion because children then are not able to separate their own feelings and their own thoughts. Essentially, I'm describing a situation where there are no boundaries, and the children therefore feels that their parents' feelings, thoughts, ideas, opinions, aspirations are their own because of the absence of those boundaries. Some parents also feel that because they are the ones that brought this child into the world, you know, they carried them, they took care of them as babies, or all those other needs that need to be met by a parent, they feel that the child now owes them their life, their livelihood, everything about them. And it's not so. You don't bring in children into the world just so that you can control them. Children are people. They grow up into adults that will have their own lives, their own goals, their own dreams. It's often surprising sometimes when you have a child, okay, and they come out of you and they are completely different. You're an introvert, you have an extrovert child that is like a ball of energy that just keeps rolling, always wants to be outside, has like hundreds and thousands of friends, and they're really popular and you just can't keep up. That alone should be able to show you the difference, not just in personality, but that they are a completely different human. And just like you have your own purpose, they have their own purpose in life as well. Bringing a child into this world is not an opportunity for you to say, all right, all the things I couldn't do for myself. And I'm not talking in the sense of like trying to provide a better life for your kid, wanting them to go to better schools. That's not what I mean. But essentially trying to shape their life and decide their destinies and take their will away from them. Essentially trying to live their lives for them through them. And in some cases, this can actually be abusive. There are people that stay and decide that they just want to bring children into this world because maybe they are bored or they are lonely, or that's going to be a video for another day. All the wrong reasons to have a kid, because you don't have a kid because you're lonely. You don't have a kid because you want to right all the wrongs you did with your own life. These people are people. And as children, they don't have the maturity to be able to make their own choices. So essentially, you're a caretaker for that period. In some countries, it's until they are 16. In some places, it's until they are 18 or 21. Essentially, until they are able to call the shots for themselves. Until that period of time, you are calling shots in their favor, on their behalf. Essentially, you're doing the best thing for them until they can pick up the slacks and do the best thing for themselves. They are not your copies, even if they look like you, okay? Even if they share your DNA, they are people with their own unique identifying souls. For people that believe in like metaphysics or things like that, they have their own unique identifying souls, their own destinies, their will. You do not get to superimpose your will on another life form. So what I'm saying is, if you are a parent and you brought kids into this world and you felt that you are going to be this controlling person up until the time they're in their 20s, 30s, deciding who they can date, who they can marry, what career they can pursue, what country they can live in, and that was your whole mission and agenda, for you to have this control over another human being, you're doing it wrong. All right. And I wasn't really smiling when I was saying all of that, because I feel that these are very serious issues, and I like to give people benefit of doubt. I'm creating this series because I know that in as much as there are bad parents, because it is such a thing, you know, some people feel like because you share blood that they cannot do you no harm, but that's not true. We have parents out there in jail for assaulting, violating their children, who are, they still do this to adults as well. But I try not to dwell on the far extremes. I believe that somewhere in the middle, we have well-meaning parents that just don't know that they're doing the wrong things. And if they knew better, they would do better. And if you are here on this channel watching this, I believe you're one of those people. You want to do better. You want to know better. You want to break these chains. You want to stop this cycle of trauma, of abuse, and create a better society through creating better family units and structures. So if you watch this video up to this level and you find that you have found this information valuable, please hit the like button. And if you have other ideas that you'd like to contribute to the subject, or other topics that you think will be useful in this series, yes, the Candid Chat series, our parenting series, what you could be doing wrong, or questions you'd like me to address, leave them in the comment section below. Share this video with a loved one. Don't keep it to yourself. This is not the kind of stuff you just want to sit down with your popcorn in the dark room by yourself and keep all these vital, valid, useful tidbits. Share it with someone and help the channel grow. Because right now for me, it is my biggest incentive, not just the numbers, but just knowing that someone is watching this and it's helping them and it's changing their lives in one way or another. And so, until next time, I'll catch you in my next video. I love you. Love yourselves too. Bye.